What were ancient Egyptian priestesses like? Clergy in ancient Egypt consisted of both men and women, even though modern scholarship has overlooked the role of women in the temple previously. Now, this is kind of sad to say, but we don't have as many depictions of actual ancient Egyptian priestesses like doing the work that they did. And we don't really have that many of priests doing that, except for mummification priests, which we do have some imagery of. Most of the imagery we have of priestesses has to do with their own funerals and their own burials, either on their coffins or in their tombs. More often than not, women were priestesses of only female deities, but there were gods like Serket or Amun that had both priests and priestesses serve them. What might surprise you is that besides the high priestess position, most were actually part-time jobs. They were divided into watches and would serve temple 1 month in every 4. When they weren't working, they would return to their regular jobs or their regular lives. While some priestess titles were awarded to women of the royal family, like princesses, women could also inherit these titles from their parents or obtain it themselves. These roles were not tied to their husband or their father, but were their own. Their main jobs were taking care of the temple, the cult statue, and performing rituals. Priestesses appeared to have had more power in the earlier parts of ancient Egyptian history than the latter. They would do the same task as the priest, except no woman has been found with the title of lector, which was just below the high priest. It might be because this title was passed from father to son. In the later periods of an ancient Egyptian history, it is more common for women to have been given titles of chantress, singer, or musician. Now, the title of God's wife of Amun was one of the highest priestess titles and eventually would become as powerful as the king. Usually, this was only given to the great royal wife, as it held a lot of political power as well.